Actually, my life was great. I can say perfect. I had great job, amazing friends, good life. I was very busy. I just got a new position, HR manager, and everything was perfect for me.
I was still newly married, a little child. The city was thriving, lots of new places, we had lots of entertainment, New Year's was brilliant, and we were making plans to travel around Ukraine. We were happy.
I had perfect life in Ukraine. We lived in our own flat. We bought it just 10 months before war began. We were a happy family with plans for the future, and we loved our life in Ukraine.
I opened my window and I saw fire in the sky, and I understood that it's full invasion.
It was really scary because our flat is on the last floor. We had large panoramic windows and it was very dangerous.
And they started using artillery, and our 9-storied building started shaking and vibrating.
I heard many noises and sounds in the corridor. I jumped from my bed to the door. I asked my neighbors what happened, and they said the war began.
I just understand that I need to go because my mom is sitting with my siblings, and my dad went to refill the car, and there was no one to help us anymore. So I understand that I need to go to bring some food, to bring some bread, water, and medication because one of my brothers is epileptic.
I was so anxious and stressed. I couldn't eat anything. I was just sitting in my room, and that was very stressful. So in the middle of night, I think it was around 4 a.m., I heard explosions and I woke up my stepfather.
When war started, some of my friends came to my apartment. We wanted to be together. It was not so scared like alone, and it was two my friends. But we didn't live in rooms. We slept and lived just in corridor because there was no windows and it was little more safe.
White flag to our car to show that civilian in the car. We wrote on the roof the children in the car, but for them it's nothing. They continue bombing.
It was a big attack on my hometown, and my dad decided that I have to move. And he put me on an evacuation train, everyone screaming, everyone shouting. I remember the time when we've been on train and children crying a lot, like all night. We changed the direction all the time because of the shelling. We cannot use the lights, we cannot use the toilet, we cannot use the internet or connection. I cannot call my mom and dad what's happened with us, where we are.
The city of Mariupol was sieged practically after the 3rd day of the war, so not such a thing as evacuation. You cannot evacuate. So we were in a trap. So every day we were planning to escape as if we knew we had any opportunity. But like any cars that would try to leave, they would be just killed.
All trains were full, and there are no space even for adults, and they try to ask the staff from the train to take their children and to save their life. And that moment I really thought that I will not escape, I will not have a chance at all. But
From our window we saw horizon and it was red. The because Russia bombed Borodyanka city, and the sky was red. We saw and we heard it, but we didn't know. Maybe we just thought that maybe it's Chernobyl, maybe it's nuclear weapon. So we didn't had any information, and it's the worst.
My husband, he was and he's military, so he couldn't go with us. He just told me, gave me some instructions what we should do, and his friend arrived, and we went with him. In one day, our home was occupied by Russians.
Yeah, it was safe. It was much safer, but we still keep checking the news, listening on the TV what happening, and it wasn't getting any better. It's just getting worse. The things in my mind gets just too much, and I understand this is not life. That's why the decision was made.
You cannot cross the border by foot, you can cross it only by car, and that's why they were all standing along the road asking for taking them in the car. And I took a pregnant woman with a child and one more woman in our car.
Obviously it was rolling news, wasn't it? It was round the clock, and every time you put the TV on, we saw these pictures, and I was sobbing, and my husband came in the room and he said, "What the hell's the matter with you?" And I said, "This poor woman." I said, we've got to do something.
I remember walking in the park and talking with friends about my son had moved out of home recently, so I knew we had a spare room, and the very simple option of housing someone would be great. And then through the media I heard about Homes for Ukraine.
When I just arrived, I met Sarah, it's my host. She was super nice, but at that moment I realized that I don't understand her at all because of the accent. Her family, they are super nice, they help me still. When I move out from Sarah and start living by my own in my apartment, they help me to move in. Yeah, they are amazing people.
Yes, we came here and they welcomed us really warm. It's Judy and Roger, they are really lovely, and by the time I say this, they are almost my second grandparents. They helped me a lot with everything.
What you need is peaceful surrounding. And when you don't have it, you just look at all the material things from completely different point of view. You can lose everything in 1 second.
I found a lot of open hearts in this amazing city. So I understand what I can give to this city.